Greetings, Hive fans. Welcome to today's live stream. Game 2 of the round of 16 match between Gandak, that's Jan, the Romanian juggler, against Rise Again, that is Ben Nanda. Both of them very active in the Hive community. Both played in last year's team tournament. Gandak played on Merop's Apiaster, that's the Bee Eaters, and Rise Again played on world champion Joe Schultz's team, the Buzzkills. So it should be a very exciting game today. Gandak is in the lobby, and we're just waiting Rise Again to come in this morning. Already having people lining up to watch in person. So we appreciate you joining us this morning. It's a beautiful, beautiful summer day here in Florida. I hope it's a beautiful summer day wherever you are. And I apologize, I have to keep a cough drop in my mouth. I'll try to minimize the distraction from it. I was really, really hoping to live stream over the weekend. There was some exciting Hive played both Saturday and Sunday. We'll talk a little bit about that probably during the break. As far as I know, the two combatants will be playing to the end today. The 4-game match. Rise Again won the first game playing white. Gandak will get white in the next 2 games. And maybe we'll see some tiebreak. We've already seen one tiebreak. Judoka ended up going into tiebreaks in his match. Let's see, Judoka was playing. I should be able to remember. Judoka was playing Rockstar, went into 2 rounds of tiebreaks. We've got one other match that we know for certain is going into tiebreaks. That's AE Norman 43 versus Frasco. 4 games, 4 draws. Very unusual in that match. So, should be very exciting. Tell you what, while we're waiting, let's see. Of course, don't forget you can buy me a coffee if you're watching online. You can also click that little $sign down there if you'd like to contribute to the channel. Would truly appreciate it. So let's get, I think we can make that a little bit bigger. Here's the tournament results so far. Judoka beat Roxar. Antoine, Industus beat Antoine LR. So they're both moving forward into the quarterfinals. Happy Kiwi and Quadlibet are tied 1-1. It was an unbelievably good game yesterday. Over 2 hours long, over 300 moves. Quadlibet finally pulled it out in the end to tie it up. Max Shark and Stepanzo. Max Shark considers himself an underdog in this match, drew the first 2, and won playing black in game 3. Will we see an upset? Will Max Shark defeat Stepanzo and move forward, or will Stepanzo, being the great player that he is, come from behind, win playing black in game 4, and force overtime? We will see. SP Fish beat WFF 17. 2 Brits playing one another. And then AE Norman and Frasco, like I said, 4 draws going into overtime. We'll see how that one goes out. Chigi beat the youngest player in the final 16, beat Dr. Bees 3 games to 1. I'm sorry, 3 games to nothing. And then the winner of this match will move on to play Chigi. So Rise Again has entered the lobby. So we should be playing here very shortly. So let's get this going here. Make sure if you're online, remember there is a 3-minute time delay. To minimize, I mean, my commentary is probably not that beneficial to players at this level, but to minimize that probability of them gaining benefit, we put a 3-minute time delay in. Make sure you let me know who you are, where you're from, and if you're a regular. And they have moved into room 4, so let's go ahead and get the review room open. Put that ladybug out there so that I have 2 review rooms open. so that I can see which is which. So we're getting ready. Moving into room 4. Gandak playing white against Rise Again playing black. Game 2, round of 16, 4-game match. Evidently, Rise Again said good morning to Gandak, and Gandak corrected him because where he is on his half of the world, it's afternoon already. So they are moving right along. I will try very, very hard to mute when I feel like I have to cough. I'll try to get up to the point where we are. They are playing very quickly here in the yeah. Well, I'm having trouble finding that getting this open room. But we are caught up to date. Give me a second here while I continue trying to make sure that I can. Okay, there we go. So we've got the live room open and we are moving on ahead. Hey, I remembered to mute myself before I had to clear my throat. So, first big thing here, Rise Again is taking his time here on his 5th turn. Of course, the white spider is threatening the black ant. So the black ant's going to have to move. Where's it going to go, however? And of course, when the black ant moves, maybe he's not going to move the ant. Interesting move by Rise Again. He moved his pill bug, pinning the pill bug, which of course, when that happens, you lose all movement of the pill bug. And it just reminded me, I'm wearing this shirt sent to me by Cower 50. Thank you, Carl. They were the Tamanduas were the champions last year. The South American Anteaters were the team championship, and Cower 50 was nice enough to send me this shirt. So both players open with Ladybug, which is very common. And I'm surprised Gandak took that amount of time, but he did pin the spider, pin the ant with the spider. Now the question will be, will Rise Again use the mosquito as a spawn point to start bringing in attacking beetles? Not yet. He's going to take time to bring in the pill bug. And of course, bringing the pill bug in here rather than here, this anti-spawn defense positioning of the pill bug is a beneficial one. But here, this sets up a potential beetle factory right here. Because if the pill bug were here, then a black bug placed here could get pinned. And talking about Cower 50, Carl just joined as a spectator on board space. Nobody has said anything yet on the chat over on YouTube. So let me know who you are, where you're from. We've got 5 concurrent viewers, so let's see if we can hit 15 today. Of course, the timing in these matches is 20-20, which means you start with 20 minutes each turn, you add 20 seconds. Okay. And I brought in a beetle, and Rise Again opened the beetle factory. Now, interesting, the timing, because the white beetle climbing up, the black beetle can't move forward yet. Depending on how long the break is between games today, we'll review some of the games that were played over the weekend, or the results anyway. It was exciting. All day Saturday, Sunday morning, there was unbelievable Hive magic being performed. So Christian Galeas, that's Quadlibet, is on the YouTube, and he said, "Let's go Tamanduas." Thank you very much for this T-shirt from Cower 50, Carl, and congratulations for the champions. And Quadlibet, multiple previous world champion, is up against Happy Kiwi. 2 of the world's best in-game players ended up in a long in-game yesterday afternoon. Oh, now that was interesting. I just saw Rise Again momentarily think about placing the beetle there. That's interesting because this ring, yes, it's true that white could pin the beetle, but then the mosquito would get up. So that's a very interesting. In the, it's not a you touch it, you move it rule. So in fact, in on board space, you can click the automatic done option, and it is, if you move a piece, it's there. But without the you touch it, you move it rule, you can do things like rise again, looking at that beetle placement. Placed his third ant. Hi, Ben Harris. That's surprise fish or SP fish here on board space. And welcome the Lone Badger from Bielefeld in Germany. SP Fish, of course, won his match, Battle of the Brits, against him and Will Farrow. And he's in the round of 8, the quarterfinals. Okay, I'm talking. I should be following along. So White capped off the mosquito so it can't be used as a spawn point, and Rise Again brought in a spider. 1, 2, 3, threatening to pin that ant. So let's see what Gandak's options are. If he brings in an ant, it's going to be immediately pinned. There are 2 white ants to bring in, but 2 black ants available to pin them. He could, of course, bring in another beetle, and that's what he does. Both players used their beetle factories. Okay, Rise Again's looking at possibly placing a grasshopper. You always need to be very concerned in the latter stages anyway, of completely surrounding your own pill bug. That's one of the ways that you can qualify for the win, is if the pill bug gets completely surrounded. But this early in the game, with the pill bug completely surrounded by friendly forces, that's highly unlikely. I have this miserable cough, so I'm going to try real hard to remember to press my mute button. Antoine has joined us this morning. Bonjour. Privet Max. What a game that was yesterday, Max. Congratulations on that one. Okay, I've got to It's interesting. Once the second black beetle came in, then there's no longer a concern using this mosquito as a spawn point. Antoine says, "Hi Randy, great to see you back streaming. I'm glad I am back streaming. I hope my voice holds up because it seems like the more I talk, the more I cough. So we'll see." And that kind of answers Max's question: is how's your health? Getting old is not fun. We have a mass of black bugs amassing. Is that a redundancy? Okay, the black beetle begins its approach, but has to kind of circle around because the two white beetles are in very good defensive position. So if the black beetle climbs atop the mosquito, white beetle can immediately cover it and be in position to immediately qualify for the win. So as you regularly see in this type of competition, the early parts of the game are centered around getting those beetles in place, keeping your opponent's beetles out of place. Thank you, Samuel. He said, "Congrats on 5K." So we've got 5,000 subscribers. I would never dream that when I first started my channel. Okay, here comes the second ant. Now, black could immediately pin it, of course, and that's what he's going to do. But now, when the third ant comes in, this black beetle is going to be in danger of being pinned unless black plays another bug or moves it. But the potential ring here is definitely in white's favor at the moment. Oh, that's interesting. Gandak first played the second ant and it got pinned. Then he played the third ant, and Rise Again immediately decided to pin that third ant here, leaving this ant free. That's interesting. He must have had a plan for doing that because he didn't waste any time at all. Bretsky says, "Greetings from very sunny Germany. Thank you for joining me today." And of course, one of the reasons why I'm able to stream today is this is the federal holiday in the U.S. It's Labor Day, which is interesting because on Labor Day, most of us get the day off. So who knows? Frankly, I think it's just the federal government looking for another way to get another paid day off. Now that's interesting. The white ant pins the mosquito. I would think it would have been more important to pin the beetle because right now this mosquito is immobile, and if if black ever forms the ring, then this white mosquito has beetle power. Well, that was interesting. Maybe hitting the mosquito just a temporary spot. Maybe if the ant gets brought over here, if the ant got brought over there with the spider here, it could get pinned. Nope, he brings in a grasshopper. So Gandalf's attack is going to come from the grasshopper. Because when the grasshopper jumps over, that's going to provide the bridge, allowing the white beetles to move forward. Mass of black bugs surrounding the queen. Okay, the white beetle marches forward. Black's going to almost have to cover it. Interesting. He's moving like he might want to cover it, but then he's thinking again. So, what disadvantage would be there if he covers that? Grasshopper jumps across. Okay, now that frees up the mosquito, but the beetle was already free. So one or the other of these two bugs. That's a setup shot, but it's not really a setup shot because black has lots of options to immediately clear the queen. He could warp the queen completely out of the way, but then black would have very much trouble getting any bugs over to qualify for the win. You don't want to just move the beetle up because white could do something like that. And then with the beetle covering the pill bug, he's in a world of hurt. I'm going to just take a, I think I saw that we were up. I haven't noticed how many people are watching on only three. SP Fish and Cower 50 are in the room watching live. Yeah, look, moving the grasshopper out. Buenos dias, Pedro. ¿Cómo está? Or Deb Kubek, another one of the up and coming youngsters playing. And of course, he has his YouTube channel under the same name, or Deb Kubek, a YouTube channel on Espanol. Okay, black warps the queen out to here. Interesting. By covering the mosquito, this opens up this as a spawn point, and that spawn point would free the other beetle. But I don't think there's any way that black can get his beetles across. Let's see if I can zoom in here and take a look. We're down less than 10 minutes for Gandak, less than 5.5 for a rise again. That was an interesting one. The beetles are facing off against one another in the middle of the hive. Okay, this grasshopper is jumping out to pin that grasshopper, leaving this grasshopper in place so this beetle is free. But we hasn't clicked. Gandak hasn't clicked done yet. So AE Norman 43 is joined as a spectator on board space. That's Alex Norman, also a member of the Buzzkill. So he's here to no doubt support his teammate Ben Nanda, playing under the name Rise Again. My guess is we won't see much of world champion Joe Schultz. Hopefully, he's working diligently on getting volume 2 of the Canon of Hive trilogy. It's entitled Opening Theory. As soon as it's available and ready to be published, we're going to do a live stream interview with him about it. It's got some very interesting concepts. You're going to see a completely redone Shoe, Standard Hive Opening Encyclopedia, once he publishes his new book as well. Another expatriate Brit, that's Dudders, has joined. We've seen a higher percentage of draws in this tournament than we have in the past. I haven't yet compiled the statistics on it, but there have been a lot, it seems like. Not chess level yet, but still quite a few. Question is this one headed toward a draw? Rise Again seems to be not that interested in moving things. Okay, we missed something here. I missed the. What I should do is turn sound on, and then I can turn the desktop audio on, and we'll hear the chunk chunk every time they make a move. Neither player has even a semblance of an attack on the opposing queen yet. We had a guest joining live. That was that little bleep beep sound. If that noise gets irritating, let me know and I'll turn it back off again. So if the white spider keeps the inline pin on the black mosquito, that means there's 3 white top of hive bugs against 2 black top of hive bugs. That's an advantage to Gandak. Okay, I liked hearing that noise because that prompted me to look to see what was going on. Interesting. The grasshopper looks like it's going to free this black ant. We got that black ant free instead. So this early, uh, yep, that was it. That's the only way to get that ant pinned in, which could also, black cannot break this ring. And if white breaks the ring, then there's 2 white bugs have a bridge across and around. Yep, that's what Gandak did. Is he formed that ring. Pedro says there are more draws just because not many people take risks, but most of these games shouldn't be draws. That's probably true. Interesting. He warped the ant, broke the ring by warping the ant back in. So are we going to see another 2-hour marathon like we did yesterday between Quadlabet and Happy Kiwi? Okay, the white beetle begins and the black beetle Immediately climbs up. Oh, we're getting to the point where time is going to create an issue. Gandak is at 1:15 and counting. Rise again is under 3 minutes. So 2020 sounds like a lot of time, but it's not. Believe me. Dr. Bees has joined as a spectator on board space. Interesting. Grasshopper jumps, which creates a bridge. Now, if black does in fact warp the ant there, which he did, the grasshopper can jump, freeing this ant if that's what he elects to do. So Ben Harris, that's SP Fish or Surprise Fish, makes the comment, I somewhat agree with Pedro, but also I think that people just got better at defending, so lots of aggressive lines don't really work anymore. Then he says, I think the perfect hive is a draw. Okay, I'm not paying attention here, so let's see what we got. Ladybug moved to there. Okay, now that might be the clincher. Oh, see, that would be a mistake if you move the ladybug to there because that mosquito has beetle power. Time trouble for both. Yep. One thing about the black situation is the pill is not really much in the way of defending. Okay, I'm missing something here. I've got to pay more attention. Make sure I'm up to date here. Ben says black could win now. Gandak was taking some risks, and I think that's true because if black can free the mosquito, they are moving very fast. It's hard for me to keep up. Had 2 repetitions. They're going so quickly now, it's hard for me to keep up. So we're just going to watch the live room. Oh, must have hit the 3 repetition rule, and it ended in a draw. Ben says my heart was beating so fast. Ben was down into the yellow. Wow. Hard to keep up when they're moving that fast when they're both in time trouble. But game 2 ended in a draw, which of course is in Rise Again's favor because playing black he got a draw. Okay, it looks like I thought they were going to be playing to a completion today. It looks like this is the only game they're going to be playing today. Playing again on Thursday. So my throat is probably happy about that. So congratulations. Congratulations to Rise Again. Won the game, or I should say, drew the game. Which puts him in a definite advantageous position with 1.5 points out of 2 games. If he wins one more game, that would win it for him. So is Rise Again going to beat Gandak and move on? We will see. Oops, wrong button. Remember, if you'd like to support my channel, there's a link down below. You can buy me a coffee. We appreciate everybody that's joined today. Appreciate all those that have commented. Most of them are players that are very familiar. Ben Harris, Ordep Kubek, Max Shark, Quadlabet, Fredsky, Samuel Reese, Antoine Lalune Rochas, the Lone Badger. Thank you very much for commenting. I truly appreciate that as well. So let's take a quick look at the tournament results. So Rise Again scores 1.5 points, puts him in position to upset Gandak and move into the quarterfinals. We've got A.E. Norman and Frasco 92 are tied 4 draws so far, 2-2. They'll be playing at some point. Then over on the other half of the bracket, Udoka and Industus have already made it. Happy Kiwi and Quadlabet. That match might last a long time. 2-hour match yesterday, 2-hour game yesterday, won by Quadlabet. And Max Shark is in a upset position over Stepanzo. Max Shark will be playing white in game 4, so Stepanzo will be forced to win as black to force tie breaks. So it has been an exciting tournament season. Hopefully, and if you're a subscriber to my channel, you probably get notifications. I've been posting replays without comment, and hopefully over the next week or so, I'll be able to get into the position where I can do some actual replay with commentary. But I have to have the right time, and my voice and throat has to be able to hold up as well. So, appreciate everybody joining this morning. About a 1 hour live stream, 55 minutes, approaching 10 viewers online right at the moment. We appreciate everybody joining us this morning. Congratulations to Rise Again. I don't know, it's really hard to congratulate someone who had a draw, but congratulations to Rise Again for being in the position 1.5 points uh, out of 2. Of course, if Gandak wins game 3 playing white, then that would be a winner take all game 4, which should be very exciting. Hopefully, I'll be able to make time to stream that one as well. So, thank you everybody for joining today. That'll be it for the live stream. And of course, let's go back over to here. And don't forget, if you haven't already purchased it, play Hive like a champion. And of course, if you haven't subscribed already, but Canon of Hive Groundwork, I'm sure most of you have already purchased that. Be looking forward to Canon of Hive Opening Theory, which should be coming out soon. And my next book, Hive Ring Theory, should hopefully will be out before the end of the year. So appreciate everybody joining today. So we'll end the live stream at this point. It's been an exciting tournament season. We will be streaming as often as we can and doing the replays without comments on every game from this point forward through the end of the tournament. So thanks for joining. As always, I am here helping you play Hive like a champion. Until next time, this is Randy Ingersoll signing off.